a sheriff's deputy, and I met the smiling man. I've been a deputy in Red Valley for over 30 years. I've dealt with every kind of trouble this town can throw at you. Drunken fights, domestic disputes, missing persons, even the occasional murder. But what I encountered last October wasn't trouble I could explain or even rationalize. It wasn't human. Dispatch called about a man walking barefoot on Route 9 near Black Creek Bridge. No shirt, no ID, and talking to himself, or so they said. When I rolled up, the sun was low, and a chill had crept into the air, even though it was early fall. I spotted him standing by the roadside. He didn't look quite right. He was tall, too tall, like his limbs stretched out in ways that made his silhouette jagged and unnatural. His skin had this pale sheen, almost translucent, like the flesh wasn't quite real. His head tilted slightly, as if he was observing something no one else could see. When I parked, he didn't react like a normal person. No blinking, no shifting, no acknowledgement. Just that eerie tilt and a smile. Not a friendly smile. A grin that stretched too wide. The kind that sends your brain into overdrive, trying to figure out if it's real or some sick trick. "Sir, you need to come with me," I said, stepping out of the cruiser. My hand hovered near my holster. I'd learned not to trust anyone who doesn't react like a person should. His eyes locked onto mine, but there was no warmth there, only something else. Like he was looking through me. And then he whispered, not with his mouth, but inside my head, "Turn." I shook my head, feeling a cold shiver run down my spine. It wasn't just the word. It was the way it felt. Like the room around me shifted for a second. The streetlights dimmed. The wind dropped. Even the trees seemed to lean in. He took a step closer, though I swear his feet didn't touch the ground the way they should. It was as if he hovered just above the gravel. I had no choice but to cuff him. His wrists were icy cold when I locked the handcuffs. I guided him into the back seat, but the moment he sat, the air inside the cruiser seemed to thicken. The radio buzzed with static even though it was off, and the temperature dropped. I started driving, eyes flicking to the rearview mirror. His head was tilted at that impossible angle again, smile widening slowly, impossibly. And then his eyes, dark, empty pools, locked onto mine. That's when I felt it. A sharp, sudden sting on my left forearm. I looked down and saw a deep, ragged cut, blood dripping freely. I hadn't felt the pain until then. No accident, no sharp object in the cruiser. The plastic divider was intact. The cuffs were tight. I hadn't brushed against anything. I caught his gaze in the mirror, and for a split second I swear his grin flickered, like he knew exactly what he'd done, without moving a muscle. "Stay calm," I muttered, gripping the wheel harder. The radio crackled louder, whispers echoing in the cabin, but no words I could make out. The world seemed warped, like the boundaries between what was real and what wasn't had blurred. When I finally pulled into the station, I opened the back door. He sat motionless, his smile frozen like a mask. That night, the medics stitched up my arm. I told them I'd cut it on some rusty metal, anything to avoid questions. But I knew the truth. The man was no ordinary drifter. He was something else. Something that could reach into you without touching, that could twist the air and sound around it. A few days later, county called. The man was gone. No one saw him leave. The cameras had glitches that night. Static that lasted just long enough for him to disappear, without a trace. And since then, I haven't been able to shake the feeling that he's still out there, watching, waiting. Because one thing's for sure, he wants me to turn.